Hey everybody, I'm meteorologist Gavin Sandell. Weather 101's been taking a very deep dive into hurricanes this week. And today, we'll keep that trend up and I want to investigate another tropical process called an eyewall replacement cycle. This is common in strong, mature hurricanes, but what actually is it? And to first understand what it is, let's actually talk about the structure of hurricanes. And what you're seeing right now is a very mature hurricane. And in the red, this is what's called the eyewall. It's the strongest part of the hurricane, strongest thunderstorms, strongest winds, and obviously the thing that everybody knows inside of that is the eye. What I have highlighted in the blue is outside of the eyewall, it's the outer rain bands, more of a disorganized mix of clouds and rain that move through. So when you have a pretty powerful hurricane, you can sometimes get something that forms outside of that eyewall, or sort of a second ring or second eyewall that strengthens and organizes. And so that outer eyewall moves inside because it's a low pressure system and the winds kind of just go all the way into the center of circulation. So typically you'll have this kind of strangling the inner eyewall, and actually what that means, it gets stuffed, it gets replaced, and in turn you actually change the intensity of the hurricane. Those hurricanes can go down in intensity for a little bit, but on the flip side, you can change the size of it. After eyewall replacement cycles, you can typically increase the size of hurricanes. So this actually happened with Hurricane Erin. After it strengthened to a Category 5 hurricane on Saturday, it really quickly got into an eyewall replacement cycle. You could see on the following satellite image here, the eye very, very visible during the daytime, but over the day as it went on, you could see things kind of condensed a little bit, and that eye typically, it gets shrouded in clouds a little bit. You couldn't quite see it. That's the big player, and something you could really see in an eyewall replacement cycle. So here's a couple of well-known facts about all eyewall replacement cycles. Unlike rapid intensification, which typically happens in about 20 to 30% of hurricanes, it's actually very, very common eyewall replacement cycles in hurricanes. It almost always happens in Category 4 plus hurricanes, so this was very expected to undergo itself in Erin. The one interesting thing, though, scientists don't really know how the process begins, specifically how that outer ring forms. So that's something that is going into continued research. And eyewall replacement cycles are very common. They can happen one time, two times. In Hurricane Wilma, if you actually remember that in 2005, that happened 4 separate times. So a lot of eyewall replacement cycles, something that's very common in our day. I'm meteorologist Gavin Sandell for Weather 101.